Yes guys, we are back with another episode of Dragon Ball Daima in episode 17 titled Gomah. And now this was maybe one of my most highly anticipated Daima episodes so far, following the back of the previous episode where Gomah obtains the evil third eye and transforms. So I was itching to watch this episode to see what Gomah's transformation looked like and to see how truly strong he'd become. But you know what, I'm just going to come out and say it straight away. I was disappointed with the look of Gomah's transformation. I mean, he literally just looked like a goofy guy with muscles, man. After all, he's supposed to be the main villain, the final boss. And compared to like other villains, he just paled in comparison in terms of aesthetic. I mean, compare him to Super Buu, even Kid Buu, or Dabura. I mean, can you imagine if it was role reversal and Dabura was the final boss? I mean, after all, Dabura just had a way better look, a more menacing look, and imagine if he had the evil third eye, he would look crazy and be fitting of being the final boss. Ultimately, it is what it is, you know. I wouldn't say that it's ruined the show for me or ruined the ending. I've accepted it. But let me know you guys' thoughts. Are you happy with Gomah's transformation? I mean, there were some cool aspects to it. I mean, I was trying to like it, trying to enjoy the look of it and see the cool aspects of it, but you know, maybe it'll grow on me. But starting off the beginning of the episode, Goku and gang are squared up with Dr. Arinsu, Majin Dumm and Ku. Supreme Kai actually steps up and has a little catch up with his sister, and I actually liked Supreme Kai's approach. You know, he walked up to her, very peaceful, assertive, very Supreme Kai like, you know, and had a little catch up with her and asked her if she's willing to hand over the Dragon Ball, but he actually expected that she wouldn't, and she stated that her goal is to become this Supreme Demon King and that she wants to restore the Demon Realm to a more darker and superior place. So she pretty much gave off very evil villainous vibes, I'm not gonna lie. You know, she stated that she wants the Demon Realm to rank at the top in all universes, and almost like she wants to dominate the outside worlds as well. So that is her plan, so clearly she's evil. But Supreme Kai wasn't really taken aback by it, he wasn't flustered by it, and Arinsu makes a suggestion stating that one of her fighters should go up against one of Goku and gang for the Dragon Balls. And Goku accepts, of course, but he gets into a little argument with Vegeta about who's going to fight first. Of course, on Arinsu's side, it's going to be Majin Dumm, who's the stronger one. And after they get through their squabbling, Bulma actually steps in and tells Vegeta, you know, just be a grown up about it and let Goku go first. And that's what happens. Goku goes up against Majin Dumm. It's a cool little fight. Goku starts off in base, of course, and as you'd expect, he's not really able to trouble Majin Dumm. After all, Majin Dumm did defeat the first Tamagami with somewhat relative ease at the end, so he's clearly very powerful. Goku goes Super Saiyan and his attacks still aren't having any effect on Majin Dumm, and we're seeing Majin Dumm's unorthodox fighting style. You know, he's stretching out his limbs, throwing out these mouth blasts, and you know, he's just using his body in a very unconventional way that's catching Goku off guard. And you know, I'm sure all of us are just waiting for Goku to take it another step up, because I'm pretty sure he was only in Super Saiyan form, because I saw no electricity around him to indicate it was Super Saiyan 2. But before the fight progresses any further, that's when King Gomah steps in. So he lets off a ki blast on the battlefield to stop the fight, and then lo and behold, that's when we see Gomah in his full glory, in his transformed state, and everybody's surprised. Certain people notice that he has the evil third eye, like Arinsu, Neva, Glorio, and Bulma actually makes a comment to Hybe stating, wait a minute, didn't you have that eye in your possession before? And Hybe was sweating like when he first saw the eye, and he just responds by saying, well, that can just be any other eye, so let's just drop it. So we all know that it's Hybe's fault, but it is for the best, because I'm sure we all wanted Gomah to get the evil third eye so he could transform and be formidable enough that we see, you know, an epic fight. So Goku approaches Gomah and says, so what are you trying to do? You trying to fight? And Gomah's like, yes, I'm trying to fight. I'm trying to test out my new strength. So Gomah then prepares a whole new battlefield for them to use for the fight. And of course, Vegeta jumps in like a hothead and tries to fight Gomah first. Starts off in base, none of his attacks work. He goes Super Saiyan, he still can't lay a scratch on Gomah. His punches, none of his attacks are dealing any damage. So Goku actually makes the suggestion that everybody should band together to fight Gomah, which gives the indication that he is that formidable. And once Goku is about to jump into the fight, we actually see that little pouch that contained the revive bugs and the fusion bugs fall out of his inside pocket. So that was kind of a teaser, I felt, to potentially Goku and Vegeta or whoever using the fusion bugs. But I'm thinking, will they be able to find it? Because there's been so much damage, so much destruction on the battlefield, which the pouch fell onto. So I'm thinking it may not be so easy to find it again. So we'll see what happens though. So it's Goku, Vegeta, Piccolo, Glorio, Tamagami 1 gets involved. We even see Supreme Kai get involved in the fighting, and I'm pretty sure that is the first time Supreme Kai has fought in the series. Even the Majins get involved. Majin Dumm and Goku get involved. They're all banding together. They're all throwing out crazy attacks, crazy ki blasts, but nothing is hurting Gomah. And we're seeing glimpses of Gomah's powers, and he does look very impressive, I'm not gonna lie. Even though he still looks really goofy, but he does look impressive, he does look super strong. And it's funny seeing him like next to like a Vegeta or Goku, because I mean, we know Goku and Vegeta are in mini form, but he just towers above them in his new form. He just looks huge. And as the fight goes on, I'm sure all of us are thinking, Goku and Vegeta, I believe they're fighting in Super Saiyan form. I couldn't tell whether they were in Super Saiyan 2. And you know, I'm sure we're just thinking, why aren't they going Super Saiyan 3? After all, I'm thinking even one Super Saiyan 3 should be stronger than like all of their efforts combined. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure we're all just waiting for that to happen. We are getting a pretty cool fight though. Of course, as usual, the animation is amazing in Daima. But I don't know about you guys, but I would much more prefer seeing like a cool one-on-one fight compared to like a bunch of guys attacking the main villain. I just find that a one-on-one fight is more intense and more cool. So this is pretty much what I'm waiting for. And ultimately Gomah just deflects everybody's attacks, nothing's working, and he ends up knocking everybody back with like a huge ki blast. Goku and Vegeta get knocked out of their Super Saiyan forms. Vegeta asks Goku for another one of those revive bugs, but of course he doesn't have it anymore. And Vegeta actually faints while Goku is still standing. So I think this is kind of indicating that at this point Goku is stronger than Vegeta after all, because they were hit by the same attack, they've been fighting the same opponent, and Vegeta faints while Goku's still up. I mean, Goku's really damaged and bruised and that, but he's still standing tall. So I think that tells you who's stronger out of the two at this point. So Goku is the last man standing, well seemingly the last man standing, and Gomah targets him. He uses this crazy like ki attack to freeze Goku in place, and then he charges up another ki attack that's aimed towards Goku, and Goku looks defenseless here. And I'm literally thinking this is a prime time for Goku to like just scream and transform into Super Saiyan 3, right? But it seems like he's resigned to his fate. But Majin Dumm and Tamagami 1 jump in the way to deflect the blast, and then Goku is just like, well, I guess I can't hold back any longer, and then he starts to transform and goes into Super Saiyan 3, and it looks amazing, guys. This is what we were waiting for from Goku. We were all, I'm sure, looking forward to seeing Goku go Super Saiyan 3, and it looked sick. Cooler than Vegeta's Super Saiyan 3 transformation, I'm not gonna lie. But Gomah's initial blast actually hits Goku and it does no damage. He doesn't even need to deflect it, it just hits him and does nothing. And that is the end of the episode. Now, being the big Vegeta fan that I am, as well as a big Goku fan, I was just thinking, Vegeta, why didn't you go Super Saiyan 3? I mean, you literally lost, you fainted when you had Super Saiyan 3 in your locker, man. I mean, I know this is typical Dragon Ball, they like to drag out the fights for more tension, more suspense, more lead up to an epic battle, but when we all know that these characters have a higher transformation in Locker, it just comes off a bit stupid, I'm not gonna lie. But I mean, this is something we have to accept, that's Dragon Ball, right? But in the next episode preview, we see Goku in Super Saiyan 3 going up against Gomah, and it looks like an epic fight. So really looking forward to that. I'd also love to see Vegeta go Super Saiyan 3 and maybe have 2 Super Saiyan 3s against Gomah. Maybe they'll fight him individually, or perhaps we will get the return of Vegeta via the fusion bugs. I don't know, we'll see. But this was a good episode overall. I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. We've got 3 episodes left in Dragon Ball Daima, and I'm sure it's going to be fully action packed. So yeah, looking forward to seeing the remaining episodes. But let me know what you guys thought of this one in the comment section below. And as always, if you enjoyed my video, please do drop a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.